Hello everyone and welcome to How to Brave Souls, the show where I teach you how to play the game, or maybe you already know and maybe you learned something new anyway. This is, not joking, the, like 9th or 8th time I try to record this video, but I keep getting interrupted. So let's see if this one makes it out alive. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to go over how to create a character in this video, how to create a decent build for a character, in both PvE and PvP. Because it does vary depending on which way you want to do it. That's why I brought out Toshiro here to kind of explain how to build a character depending on whether it's PvE or PvP, because he's kind of a good character that if you have him on PvP, it's one thing and PvE is another. First, I kind of want to explain attributes if you don't already know what they are. There's the little colors that they have here. Similar to so many games, red is good against green, green is good against blue, blue is good against red. The damage I think is like 30% more if you're fighting, the attribute you're good against. Likewise, you take less damage if you're being hit by for example, if it's a green character hitting a red character, the red character is going to take less damage. For purple and orange, however, it works a little bit differently. They don't take less damage if they hit each other, they take more, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. But yeah, it's kind of depending on how you hit. Also, red and red is normal damage. Anything other than what I just said is basically going to be normal damage. So if it's red on orange, it's normal. If it's blue on blue, it's normal. If it's blue on purple, it's normal. So anything other than the red, green, and blue, and then purple and orange. So yeah. For character building now, I know a lot of people ask, oh, how do you build this character? How do you build this character? What's the best build for this character in this? And and so on. For this character, for this video, really, it's just I'm gonna try to go over both PvE and PvP. That's why I chose Toshiro, because he's kind of a good for both. For PvE, it does matter how you build it. Obviously, if you want a good character, you want to make good builds for PvP or for PvE, but it doesn't matter as much for PvE because it's just really for fun. There's not a competitive thing in PvE. So really, as long as you make a good character, you'll be fine. You do kind of want to focus on the strengths though. For Toshiro, a good PvE build would be either strong attack damage or strong attack recharge links. Like he himself has a strong attack recharge link. Having strong attack recharge link on Toshiro will let you do more strong attacks over a shorter period of time. And likewise, do more damage. You want to focus on their strength. For example, this character has a high SP, so you kind of want to focus on that. He does have a decent attack. You can focus on that, but like I said, as you want to focus on what stat is the best for the character. So that's why I did it this way. For there are certain characters, especially older ones, that have a higher, say, attack. Their SP is a little lower, but their SP build might be better just because they have frenzy. You can check if they have frenzy on the effects, or if you go on the soul tree thing on the bottom left. But yeah, for the most part with this, you can build it any way you want for PvE. You can even go as far as to use different links. You can use a normal attack link. You can use damage reduction links. If you don't like being poisoned, you can use poison reduction, or really you can just mix and match and create a character that you like. So that's PvE. Like I said, you want to focus on their strengths. For this character, raise up the SP. There are certain characters whose attack are way higher, so you kind of want to focus on that. And maybe put a normal attack damage link or normal attack link on them, but it's really up to you. For PvP though, it's a bit different because PvP is a whole different animal. With PvE, you can kind of get away with anything as long as you're dodge quick enough and your stats are high enough. You can get away with anything. PvP is a bit different because you're going up against other people. And it's just completely different. The three most common soul traits for a character to have in the game is strong attack recharge, like he has, normal attack damage, and strong attack damage. For PvE purposes, really anything is good. Those are the three most common still in PvE, but they're great to have it. But for PvP, you do not want to use strong attack recharge. I know a lot of people are like, oh, is this a good build? And they have a strong attack recharge character. You don't want to have a strong attack recharge character in PvE or PvP because you're likely not going to be alive long enough to use a good strong attack more than once. Most PvP matches are what, 1 to 5 seconds long. Some of them are 5 to 10. Very rarely do you get like 1 minute matches, though it has happened. But yeah, so you want to stay away from that link. I know it's very common. I know Toshiro has it, but he doesn't actually get to use his own link on PvE or PvP. I've butchered that so many times. He doesn't actually get to use his own link on PvP just because he's probably not going to be around for that long. Either he'll win or he'll lose. So that's why I've built him this way. He's actually good for both PvE and PvP with the build that I have here. But yeah, that's the way I build him this way. That's the reason I built him this way. And you kind of want to focus on strong attack damage. Likewise with normal attacking characters whose attack is really high, you kind of want to focus on normal attack damage or damage reduction links. For example, with Retsu here, who's a normal attacking character, she has her own damage reduction link. I've put some other damage reduction links on her. And I've also put a normal attack / strong attack recharge link on her because I like taking her on PvE. And she's a good healer, so the recharge time helps out there. But you really do want to take damage reduction / normal attack on high attacking characters. Anything other than that for PvP, really there is nothing else you want to do. You really just want to use normal attack up, strong attack damage up, or damage reduction links for PvE for PvP characters. There are few exceptions. For example, some people like using glass build characters, which are characters who have soul traits that increase the amount of damage they deal if they are low health. These characters can be good in PvP, but it's hard to find the right build for them. There are also characters that work well with dodge links, and by characters I mean just one. If you have Power Baragan, which is red Baragan, his dodge rate soul trait makes him a really good character to use dodge with. But other than that, you really want to stick to the 3 most useful ones, which again are damage reduction, normal attack, and strong attack damage. Now, lastly, just because a character has a high SP does not mean they're going to be good in PvP. And just because they have a strong attack damage link also doesn't mean they're going to be good in PvP. Let's take Nell for example. She doesn't have a strong attack damage link, but she does have a really high SP, higher than, let's say, Gin, for example, who they're same attribute. They're the same attribute. They both have really high SPs. The only thing is that Gin is better because you really want to choose a character with a fast activation time on their strong attacks. Gin has a much faster activation time than Nell, even though Nell's SP is higher. Nell also has a vortex move. Stay away from any character, any SP character with a vortex move you do not want to use in PvP, because the vortex move does not really trap other characters in PvP. It's just kind of there. So you want to stay away from that. Any high SP character with vortex moves, sorry for those who like Tag Team Ichigo, while he can be good in PvP, it's, you know, that vortex move is kind of a waste of a strong attack in PvP, so you kind of want to stay away from that. And also any character with a slower activation time. Nell, for example, her strong attack 1, while it is cool to watch, she does have a surfboard. It's not very fast to activate, and she can be interrupted very easily. That's why some of the other characters are better for that. A character with poise, such as this Kenny, is also good for that because he cannot be interrupted unless he's frozen. But really, that's the main thing. Make sure that your strong attacks cannot be interrupted. That's what you're looking for in strong attack damage characters, is that is the case. So for a strong attack character, strong attack damage links, and make sure their activation time is their activation speed is fast. And for normal attacking characters, you either want to go normal attack or you want to go damage reduction, or a combination of the two. Other than that, that's really the only way you should really build PvP characters until they maybe add another really strong dodge rate character with like 15, then maybe the rules will change there. But other than that, that's really the way you build these characters. PvE, it doesn't matter as long as you have fun. You know, play to their strengths if you want to be good. PvP, it totally matters, and, you know, do your best. But that said, thank you guys for watching. Looks like this is going to be the one, even after 9 times trying to film this. This is going to be the one I get to use. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another tutorial. Take care.